Hello, this is your girl Mahogany Sunflower, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is just going to be some tips on building a healthy, happy relationship. Okay, so there is no one way, no perfect way to have a healthy relationship, but there are essential things to consider in order to maintain a healthy one. Okay, so commitment, loyalty, and every aspect is everything. It will go a long way in your relationship. Once you're aware of who you are as an individual, you can then give yourself and commit something to someone else. You cannot commit something that you do not have, or you cannot ask for something you aren't willing to give in return. Compromise. You don't have to win them all, because trust me, honey, you won't win them all. Decide what is and what isn't worth it. There are things worth fighting for, and there are things totally worth letting go. So let them go, because it's not worth it. There is no need to exert that energy on certain stuff when you could just be all lovey-dovey and just happy. And who doesn't want to have that in love feeling all the time? You are in control of that, okay? Sometimes it takes patience. Sometimes you're going to lose those arguments. Sometimes you have to apologize first. Sometimes you have to hear that you were wrong, and you have to hear how you made somebody else feel in that situation. And you can't dismiss those person's feelings because you don't think that you did something. That person felt that way for a reason, so acknowledge that and acknowledge your fault in that. Even if you don't see it, acknowledge it as, okay, honey, sorry, baby, whatever you call it. I'm sorry for that I made you feel that way. Here's how what I'm going to do, stuff I'm going to take to be aware of that and make things better for you, for us. Okay? Another tip is to be open. You have to be open to all that the other person does and does not have to offer. You must be open and honest with not only yourself, but with your partner as well. You have to be open to new ideas. You have a willingness to give and receive. You have to have a willingness to change and want to grow. The purpose of a relationship is to change and grow for one another and to better one another. Be open to new experiences, or trust me, honey, your relationship will become stagnant. If you find yourself stuck in a situation or in a pattern where you're just like, I'm tired of doing this, like, be open to new experiences. Like, if you're a man, I know he doesn't like to get out much. He's very much a homebody, but when I do get him out, it's very opening, it's very refreshing, it's very rejuvenating for us, for him. You know, he gets to clear his mind, I get to clear my mind, and we get to clear the spiritual space in our relationship and open our minds up for new things. Okay, so another tip is empathy. You have to empathize with one another. Okay, so this is kind of a lesson I had to learn, in the sense where I'm very soft, quiet person, and my boyfriend is very aggressive, strong person, and it sometimes was hard for me to see him as soft, in the sense where his feelings didn't get hurt as easily by stuff that I said, you know, as compared to me. And it was like, well, that's not fair. Like, he's still human, he still has feelings, and he's still a man, and just because he doesn't express, you know, as a man, those certain emotions doesn't mean that he doesn't have them. So with all that said, you have to recognize that your partner is human, okay? We are all human, and they will have as many downfalls as you. They will have as many secrets as you. They have many things in their past that they are trying to change and grow and become a different person on. And you have to be willing to accept those stages and be able to take those. It can be hard. It can be hard because in certain stages we all have our struggles, and you have to be strong enough to be there for them, just like you will want them to be strong enough when you're going through your struggles. You both have to be strong enough for when y'all are both down. Y'all have to be strong enough for each other, okay? So y'all made this commitment. Y'all have to balance each other. Y'all have to be there. Y'all have to tell each other it's gonna be okay. Somebody has to be the optimist, okay? Y'all both cannot be out here moping around, drowning around, wallowing in your pities. That ain't gonna work, okay? So this is where optimism provides positive affirmations for wellness and longevity. Okay, so you don't have to have all the answers, nor does your partner, but you can discover them together. Okay, so another tip: trust. Whoa, honey, whoa, honey, whoa, honey. So we all know a little thing or two about trust. Obviously, without this, you have nothing. Okay, this is pretty much like the foundation of your relationship. So if there's any unanswered questions that you have, you need to sit down and ask them, okay? Do not let them harp on your heart. Do not let them sit on your heart. You need to speak them to your partner, okay? You need to release those emotional demons or whatever it is that you have going on. You need to talk about them, any malicious thoughts. You need to address them, because harnessing all of that will do nothing but damper and diminish the growth of your relationship. So whether those demons are with yourself or with your partner, trust will open up your heart to new experiences and new emotions. So take those steps, whatever steps you need to do to build that trust. Go ahead and take it. All right, so another tip is connection. Honey, what? This is also very important. You need to have a connection with your partner. A lot of you guys are forcing a connection because you think that they look good, so y'all think y'all supposed to be together or whatever the situation, and that is not true. Stop forcing relationships, okay, and just let them happen authentically, organically. It doesn't have to be all this, I need you, like, whatever, okay? So you two must relate and be on the same frequency about where you want to go and where you want to be, not only as individuals, but where you want to be as a couple in your relationship. You have to balance each other and bring happiness to each other. You have to bring peace to one another. And baby, trust me, there is a safe space in knowing that you have someone who is going to bring you peace and balance. And with that commitment, or with that connection, you know that you are going to be secure in your relationship. And there is nothing more happy and freeing than know that you can be secure in your relationship. Okay, and then the final, and this, my love, is the biggest tip I can give you to building a healthy relationship. Communicate. Communication. How will they know unless you tell them? The best way to get your partner to understand something is to sit down with them and have the conversation. The best way for them to understand how you're feeling is for you to tell them. Nobody out here in these streets is a mind reader, honey. If you're a mind reader, let me know, because I need to watch out for you, okay? Like, you need to, especially if you're going to commit and connect with someone, and if you really want to do this and build your relationship, you need to communicate, oh my goodness, about everything. about every aspect. If anything is bothering you, you need to communicate about it. Okay? Do not go out here trying to solve the solution with somebody else, thinking that you're gonna be happy all of a sudden, because you're still gonna have the same problem at home. You're still gonna have the same problem at home. Now you have an additional problem because now you gotta hide your happy problem when you could just have all your happy in one place, right? So communicate. And this, my loves, is also a great opportunity for intimacy. Yes, intimacy. There's nothing more intimate than communicating. Why? Because when you get to communicate with people, you both are open, and you start to learn different things about each other, and you both start to kind of run each other on a different frequency. And once you understand each other, you both can change. You both can then change and grow, because when you are in a relationship, every couple of years you change, right? And as you change, your partner is changing. And as you guys are both getting to know yourself as individuals, you're like, oh snap, we done both changed. Now the whole dynamic of our relationship has changed, and now we got to figure out how we supposed to, get this back in. And then you're wondering why you guys are arguing all the time, or why you guys just aren't vibing. That's probably why. You two are both changing. Things have changed in your life, and you're just not sure where you guys fit into each other's new lives. That's okay. That is totally okay. You just have to talk about it, and it'll totally be like, trust me, it is so freeing. I love when I just get to sit down with my man and we have a conversation about all the stuff that has been bothering me. It is so freeing. Even if I have to cry, honey, even if I have to scream, like, as long as afterwards we are good, and he has understood where I'm coming from, and he has made a point to recognize my feelings, we all good. Now we can get back to loving, and all that good stuff, and cooking, and all that good stuff. And so, yes. So those are just some tips on building a happy and healthy relationship. If you guys found these helpful, make sure to go ahead and give me that thumbs up, and go ahead and click that subscribe button, because there will be more videos and tips on any and everything intentional vibes. Yes, I'm sending them your way. Sending those intentional vibes your way. And yeah, so thanks again for watching, guys. Peace and love.